Hello, and welcome to the third edition of Garnet Insider, Rye TV's one and only sports show highlighting Rye High School's Garnets. I'm Andrew Dapolite.
And I am Travis Labella. You're watching the third edition of our show, which has its own channel on YouTube, youtube.com/GarnetInsider.
We'll start with our sports wrap list for these past 2 weeks. For those of you who didn't attend the boys' soccer game, you really have no idea what you missed.
With 20 seconds left in overtime, Rye came from behind to tie Eastchester on a corner kick. Here's what they've been up to. The boys varsity soccer team has spent the last 2 weeks playing many league teams they're going to see in the playoffs. At home on October 4th in a league game against Ardsley, both teams played even, knotted in a defensive battle 0-0 going to the half. Ardsley got some breaks on Rye shots that just missed, but after halftime, the game was still scoreless for a while. With 10 minutes left, however, Stephen Evans scored to give the Garnets a 1-0 lead. James Barber scored after, giving the Garnets a 2-0 lead, which Ardsley could only cut in half before the end. The Garnets also had a gutsy performance on October 12th against rival Eastchester. The game was close and very physical throughout, Eastchester up 2-1 at halftime. From there, the Garnets picked up their game, forcing Eastchester goalie Arslan Haddad to make 10 saves, after Stephen Evans scored to tie the game up to 2. Evans led the Garnets offensively, just missing another goal and assisting on one as well. The game went into overtime, and even though Eastchester scored in the first overtime halves, Rye came back with a few seconds left on the clock to tie it on a corner kick by Matt O'Neill. The Garnets are 7-5-1 and have league games against Ardsley, Eastchester again, and Edgemont before the end of the regular season. The girls' team, like the guys' team, has had their share of injuries. This past weekend, senior Caitlin McGowan was seriously hurt. Could this end her season? Let's find out if it affected the team. The girls' varsity soccer team is showing strong resilience after losing one of their leaders, Caitlin McGowan. McGowan put in a total of 5 points on the season, 4 assists and 1 goal. Despite this though, the Garnets have shown a lot of depth by winning 3 out of the 4 past games against strong teams. On October 6th against Ardsley, Rye found himself in a tough battle for ball control against a team that started their season by winning 4 straight. Jen McHugh put the winning goal in the net to break a tie and to give the Garnets a 2-1 win. Kelsey Hamley also made 7 saves to help maintain that lead. After losing to Eastchester the day after, they soundly defeated Woodlands 3-0, giving them a 4-1 record at home. They play Pelham next tomorrow on October 19th.
As a senior varsity athlete, one of the many tough decisions is deciding whether you want to play in college and deciding whether you're good enough. Boys varsity soccer co-captain Stephen Evans talked about this and many other topics with Garnet Insider. Here's his profile. I'm here at Nugent Stadium with Rye High School senior soccer captain Steve Evans. Steve, are you planning on playing soccer in college?
Yeah, I certainly am. I mean, I'd also like to go to a college where I'm challenged academically, but soccer is definitely on my list of priorities to do in college.
As a captain, does the team look good this year?
Well, at the beginning of the season, it looked a lot like it was going to be a rebuilding phase, but we've come on and we've got a lot of young talent, a lot of small players, but they're very fast, and I think we might even win the league this year, and when we get into sectionals, I think we could show them what we're made of.
Okay, and what's your favorite soccer team, and specifically, what's your favorite soccer professional?
Well, I think that would have to be Newcastle United in the English Premier League, but my favorite player is Andrei Shevchenko. He's playing on Chelsea just because he makes everything look so easy. He can score from either foot pretty much anywhere, and his instincts are spectacular.
What made you start playing soccer?
Well, when I was a little boy growing up in England, that was the thing to do. I mean, everyone played soccer. I mean, there wasn't much else to do. I came from a lower middle class background in a town called Darlington, and I picked it up and I went from there.
Besides soccer, do you enjoy watching or participating in any other sport?
Well, yeah, I mean, I love watching the Garnets play in football, and I like the NFL, and I also like watching baseball. Tough for the Yankees this year, but they'll get them next year, hopefully.
Well, there you have it.
A team that is truly surprising a lot of people this year is the guys and girls cross-country team. The girls took second place at St. Anthony's Invitational Long Island against many elite teams. The guys are also strong, destroying Pelham and Woodlands in their past 2 dual meets. Here's the inside story. As the Garnets boys and girls cross-country squad reached the conclusion of the dual meets this season, they could not have asked for a better run. The girls' team defeated Woodlands at home in the third, with superb performances by seniors Annie O'Callahan, Norma Jean Littman, Christy Jameson, and Caroline Twineman. Kara Doyle was absent from the race due to an unexpected illness, but the varsity squad picked up the slack with no trouble. Winning by 31 points, the girls remain undefeated at this point. But can they hold it for the last meet of the season? Yes, they can! The girls destroyed Pelham on the 10th at Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. On a course with nearly 100 years of running history, it was only appropriate that the Garnet girls made their own history. They officially won the league by maintaining an undefeated dual meet record. Switching over to the weekly Saturday Invitationals, the girls only further proved their dominance at the St. Anthony's Invitational, placing second in their division. Annie O'Callahan had a breakthrough performance, finishing in the top pack of runners and clinching a 4th place finish. Doyle ran away with 12th place, Littman 22nd, Twineman in 27th, and Jameson closing up with the 30th place. On the boys' side, at home against Woodlands, freshman Max Robinson and senior Andrew Daplight cruised to the finish, ending 1-2, and followed by sophomore Jeff Bounty, who finished close behind in his usual high-quality performance. At Van Cortlandt Park, the boys also displayed an impressive performance by stealing all top 7 places. At the St. Anthony's Invitational, Daplight pressed to a 15th place finish after getting off to a particularly rough start. Boughton and Stefan Trinikins placed 35th and 37th respectively, after cooperatively pushing the pace throughout the race. We can expect an interesting outcome for the boys' league meet on the 16th, as they will have an opportunity to recapture the title from Edgemont and finish the in-league season as co-league champions, along with the Panthers. But should the girls win, they will be undisputed league champions. Whoa! Where'd Henny go? You went for another jog in between stories. Nice job.
In volleyball news, this team is just starting to get in stride. Here's their story. The girls' volleyball team continues to improve their play now that the season is in full swing. At home against Edgemont on October 12th, the Garnets played one of their best matches of the season and ended a short drought of not winning a single set. Rye took the first game 25-22 on some nifty skill plays and strong teamwork. Communication was the key as Rye just lost the second set 27-25. Despite their efforts, Edgemont took the last 2 sets to win 3-1. As for the seniors that have been on the team for years, the volleyball team's remaining 4 games of the season may be the last time they play volleyball competitively.